Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for tuning in on another closing bell here with Mr. Stacks. Right now, it's about 2 o'clock, a little after 2. We're looking at 2:09 on the 29th here of June. And we're just going to go over what we talked about this morning for those of y'all that were checking out the video. Right now, we have Xela Technologies, we have Bsquare, Marin Software, and Zomedica. These are the four that we were following this morning. As you can see, we have 3 of them that are in the green going off of our daily volume, so this is an indicator letting us know that there's a high volume coming in today. Zom, we really didn't see much. We're still waiting for that pop, but this is something we're still keeping on the radar. Right now we're at 64% of our daily average volume. We're a little under our daily average for the day, but right now we're not seeing much happening here. So we'll kind of just disregard this one for right now. It's not really much to talk about here, and we'll focus more on the other 3 that we called out this morning here on our high volume indicator. But Xela, this is one that I'm invested in now. I jumped in here around the $2.10 mark. Right now we have high volume, don't get me wrong. We have 300 million shares that's been traded today, at 7,569% above its daily average. Normally we trade about 3 to 4 million shares. As you can see, we're really above our normal volume that comes in. There wasn't much of a pop. There was a little pop this morning. Let's go ahead and check out the 30-minute here. As you can see at the opening bell, we did see a pop here at a high of 258, but we do have more on a sell here on the sell side. It's been happening throughout the day, but we're looking to recover here. Moving into the closing hour, we're showing some recovery, but we're still looking to break through this this moving average here. So if we can get above this moving average, we'll start to trend higher. I think maybe moving into tomorrow, we should maybe see the volume trickle into the next day, hopefully, and maybe we'll be able to hit a home run on this one also. For those of y'all that have been reviewing the videos I've been posting here, Marin Software is one I called early last week. I believe we're at a low of like $2 at the time when I started looking into this stock here, and look at us today. Oh my god, we've hit a high of $16.30. So give yourself a round of applause for those that did jump on this train here. You should be up significantly for where we started here. I believe I bought in at 270. I had about 500 shares. I cashed out a little earlier here. I'm not greedy. Sometimes I wait too long and I end up just taking a loss. So I kind of closed out here about the $10 mark, making a couple $1,000. So it was a pretty good win for me. For anybody that's still sitting in this stock, there was still a lot of room to grow. I actually thought we might have seen a pullback today, because even in the opening pre-market we did start to see a pullback, but then it's the market open that took off again, and we actually hit a high, and from 270 back on was the Wednesday of last week. If you held on to these shares till today, I mean, we're up about $14 on the share, which man, that's a nice win, y'all. So this is the kind of the information I like to put out there. I like to dig into some of these things, and for those that watch, follow, this is some good information that I be posting on these videos. I'm not like everyone else, trying to convince people to buy. These are actual trades that I trade. I might not trade all of them because like every human being, I do have limits also. I can't buy every stock even though I feel like I want to. So I kind of just focus on the ones I really feel like will have the highest value on the dollar for me, depending on how much the share is and how much I feel it can go up. And that's kind of why I took a gamble on Xela. I was kind of looking at the daily average here. I mean the daily chart, I'm sorry. And we did have a high back here in March, about $7. And we kind of just kind of been hitting the bottom here, and we start to see an uptick this morning, but there's still a lot of resistance. But with this heavy volume coming in, we just need enough buyers to come do these these sellers, man, and we could start to break through these levels. So I'm highly invested in this one right now. It's at a low. I'm gonna wait, kind of just be patient. I don't really like chasing a lot of these stocks, ones that are already starting to run. I kind of just hold back, wait for them to hit a low, and then I buy in. So right now, $2 I feel is a good area to buy in on this stock with the high volume. We've already kind of bottomed out on the low here, so holding them at that $2 mark, I'm seeing a lot of support, and I'm hoping maybe tomorrow morning, maybe we'll start to see a kick up here from where we're at. There's no guarantees on these calls. That's why if it starts to come down, I may just start pulling out my shares, but I'll let it fall a little more. I'm thinking around, let's look into here a little. I don't use stop losses because sometimes they just trigger automatically, so I don't really like using them. We tested a low of 188 today. That's kind of like where our support level's at, give or take, about 185 to 188. So if we end up breaking through this level here, I'll end up selling. I'll just take a loss, but it's really been holding, as you can see, throughout the day, really around this $2 mark, 204, 205. It's tried to break out a couple times, but there's a lot of resistance right here. So let's hope to see we can start to see some momentum build up tomorrow as it squeezes right here through this moving average, and hopefully we'll see it break through. But we're going to keep an eye on this one. This one's going to be at the top of the list. And Bsquare also is another one I called this morning. For those that were able to get on board, way to go, y'all. You actually took a win. I believe we're at $4 when I called it this morning. For those that weren't able to see the video, check it out. I believe I posted it about 7:30 this morning before the bell rung for the open, and we were sitting around $4 or so. I believe it popped up, came back down, started testing these levels. The market opened, seen a nice small little drop actually. I started to see it holding these levels here on this moving average, and then before you know it, it just popped back up and continued to go. It hasn't had a big rally yet. There's still a lot of volume coming in, as you can see. We're pretty heavy on volume today, and I think this still has room to grow here. I should have jumped in this one also, but I don't like to watch too many at one time unless I'm real for sure, that it's gonna have some room to move. I've been hearing a lot about Bsquare. I believe these ones may be in those Reddit forums or the Wall Street bets that they be talking about. I think MRIN might have been mentioned in there also, which is causing a lot of this price action. But I'm not in a lot of those forums. These are just things I may read about in articles or something. But if y'all tune in early in the morning, I'm always online before the market opens, give y'all some insight as to what I'm seeing with a lot of movement going on or a lot of attention drawing in. And we just try to monitor it into the opening hour, and as the market opens, we try to just take our picks and just see what happens here. It's never for sure things. Always try to do your homework on these companies and see the interest in them. But these last few times I've been calling, as you check my videos, we've been hitting these home runs, and it's been a good week here, y'all. Last couple weeks. So for those that want to continue to tune in, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and we'll continue to provide these videos for y'all and give y'all chances to make a little bit of this money also. But Bsquare, this is one I feel like we still got room to move. We have a high of 1183 here. As you can see today, we've actually come up pretty high. We've probably doubled since the morning hour here, which that was a good run for those that were able to get into this one. That was a good one for y'all, so I applaud y'all on that. But as we start to test these new levels, this is going to be another breakout area here. As you can see, this looks to have been a support and a resistance level. So I'm thinking we'll close down here. You never know, though. Anything can happen through the closing hours here until 7 p.m. After hours, I believe the market stays open for certain platforms. But I'm definitely going to keep this one on the watch list moving into the morning, and we'll check back on this one again, and we'll see where we're at. Maybe we'll look at jumping in. Maybe we won't, but we'll continue to watch that one for y'all. But these are the 4 picks of the day. Zom, hopefully we'll be able to see some movement here in the next few days. We're going to continue to watch this. Not much going on with that one today, but we'll keep y'all updated for sure on these.